Hi, Mark from Sounds of Music here, and welcome to lesson 5 in our beginner ukulele course. Now you're well on your way to playing the ukulele and have learnt many of the basics over the first 4 lessons. In lesson 5 we will be learning 2 new chords and how to transition those chords with some of the other chords you already know. And with those 2 new chords you'll be able to play many more songs, and your options for playing songs will drastically increase. So the 2 new chords we're going to learn are both going to use our first, second and third fingers. They are the G chord and the D chord. So when we're playing a G chord, first thing we're going to do is put our second finger at the bottom string, the first string on the second fret. Okay? Then we're going to use our first finger, we're going to put it 2 strings above, also on the second fret. And you see that I sort of need to turn my wrist a bit so that I can reach my first finger onto that third string there. So if I can get my first finger there on that third string, second fret. Once I've got those 2 in place, then I'm going to lift my third finger and I'm going to bring it over the top. Now notice I'm going to bring my wrist forward a bit so that I can keep my fingers on their tips. Okay? So we have the G chord, third finger on the third fret of the E string, the second string, and once you've got them in place, give them a strum. Now what often happens is this third finger here will often be a bit lazy, it will drop a little bit and it will touch the bottom string. Also what sometimes happens is we don't press hard enough with the second finger, so we need to press nice and firm on the tip of that second finger to start with, bring the first finger over to the top and then bring that third finger over, making sure that there is a gap underneath that third finger so that that bottom string can ring nicely. Okay, so we have that G chord. Okay, then when we come to play the D chord, we're going to play it. There are a couple of ways to play the D chord. The way I do it is with my second finger on the top string like an A minor, my third finger 2 strings underneath like a low C D7, and then my first finger I'm going to squeeze it in between the 2. So I have my second finger on top, then my first finger underneath it squeezed in between my second and third fingers. And I'll show you that on the close-up. You can see it very well. You've got my second finger, my first finger squeezing in, and my third finger, you could just see my first finger there poke in between the other 2 fingers. It's just squeezed in between so that we can play the D chord. Second finger top string, second fret, third finger 2 strings below like a low C D7, first finger squeezed in between. Now you can play with those fingers 1, 2, 3. First finger on the top, second finger on the C string, the third string, and the third finger still underneath. Okay, that's a little bit harder if you have larger fingers to get your fingers squeezed in, so I find it easier this way. And also this way helps for playing things like the G chord or the A chord. Having your D in this shape helps much better. Second finger on the top, first finger on the C string there, second fret squeezed in between the third and second fingers, third finger underneath, D.